Well, there I am, Effie. Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a few weeks since I did a video. Been dealing with some things, had a surgery, all that great stuff. But I'm back. I'm back now. I'm back 100%. And when I was having my downtime during that surgery, I was thinking to myself, I was like, do I really like the name Let's Get It Crunk with LeTroy? And I decided that I didn't like it, just like I didn't like the late night view. But the great thing about doing things yourself is that you get to change it whenever you want to. So I'm just going to be very generic for now. We're going to change the name to the LeTroy Show. That is what we're running with right now. As I mentioned when I first started doing this, there is a name that I have that I really want to be able to use once I'm on real TV. But I don't want to give it away yet. So for now, we're gonna go with the LeTroy Show. Who knows? I might change it. I might keep it, but we're here. And so you guys know I don't like to do a whole lot of talking. I like to jump right into it. So let's just jump into some of the things that has been happening since I have been gone. Like, since I've been gone, like day 26. We're gonna get into day 26 later. But first of all, Joe Budden and Caresha please have been beefing. This is the craziest thing. It's like, why is Joe Budden beefing with Caresha please? But Joe Budden said what happened was Pump It Up just went gold. I, like everybody else, thought that Pump It Up should have been 85 times platinum by now. But it just got certified gold like yesterday. And so Caresha saw that tweet and put LOL. This is exactly why you're supposed to put everything on mute. I don't know why I didn't do that. But Caresha please laughed at the fact that Pump It Up had just gone gold. And Joe Budden basically responded and said that Caresha was going through an identity crisis. Caresha is 30 years old. I feel like most of us went through an identity crisis at 30 years old. And if not even 30, some people going at 40 years old, they still going through it. So I don't really think that was a drag when he said that Caresha is going through a identity crisis, because most people at 30 years old that have been catapulted to stardom, that have kids, I would probably be identity crisising too. But then he also was talking about her relationship with JT, her group member in City Girls. And he was saying that, when JT got out of jail, Caresha gave JT her ass to kiss. She was running around with Puff, a billionaire. First of all, Caresha please carried the City Girls for 2 years while JT was in jail. If it wasn't for Caresha continuing on this, I don't know if it's called a legacy at this point, but continuing on this moment they were having, then the City Girls and JT would be nothing. So if when JT came back from out of jail, and she didn't want to play by Caresha's rules, I could understand why Caresha please was like, okay, well, cool, girl, I'm gonna go over here with this billionaire. Why would you not go and chill and hang with a billionaire that is going to give you access to their resources, going to put you in rooms and put you in places that nobody else can? No, I'm not hanging out with JT neither. I'm not. JT can go perform at them auditoriums, but if I'm Caresha please, Young Miami, I'm going to hang out with the billionaire. And I've carried this group by myself. I was shooting videos by myself. I was doing features by myself. I was performing by myself, so that when your ass got out of jail, you had a job. Okay? So, Joe Budden, that's not really a read to say, Caresha gave JT her ass to kiss. She should have. She should have. I carried this. I made it possible for this to happen, because we know we live in a day and an age that if you do not continually work, you'll be forgotten. We're very Beyonce. I could have another you in a minute. So I think people should not be as hard on Caresha just because the lady was 20 something years old and carried a multi-platinum group. Like, I think Act Up is 9 times platinum. That's why Caresha laughed at that gold plaque, because Caresha was like, baby, you're just going gold. Everybody had the same reaction. Everybody was like, we thought Pump It Up had been pumped up, but it hadn't been. So I just think that People are very hard on Caresha. I am a fan of Caresha. I am a fan. I think Caresha is a lot smarter than people give her credit for. She has now branded herself outside of the City Girls. Young Miami is in the City Girls. Caresha is not. Caresha is a businesswoman. Young Miami is a rapper. Okay? That's just how I feel about things. Next, so I spoke about this a few weeks ago. Chloe's album came out. It was like a surprise album. And I said, then I'm like, well, maybe she's dropping this surprise album and she is going to allow the fans to pick which records they like and what records they want to be the singles. And they want to see see her perform and shoot videos and stuff for her. Chloe album came out and she didn't even debut on the top 200. I can't even say how many albums she sold because they didn't even track it. That's how little of albums that she sold. So then I started thinking that Chloe is on Parkwood, well, Sony, but through Parkwood, which is Beyonce's label. There is kind of an unspoken rule that an artist should never sign to another artist. And you shouldn't sign to another artist because when certain opportunities and certain things come to artists, they're going to take it. And what's the point of being signed to Beyonce if Beyonce is not going to Beyonce? You only sign to a conglomerate like Beyonce to use her as a resource. Beyonce posted that album one time in her story. Beyonce been promoting that damn whiskey more than she been promoting Chloe or Hailey, her sister, Chloe's sister. And it's just like, what is the point of being signed to an artist if you're going to debut under 200? That means 200 albums sold more than you. I just don't get it. And I know that Beyonce and Yvette and all of them have a plan. And so what I did was, try to do my research. I don't went over there and Googled the Parkwood website because I wanted to see who else was on Parkwood. Baby, why take me to Beyonce.com? Beyonce said, oh no, baby. You're not getting no clicks, no views, no nothing off of my company. Ain't no Parkwood website. It's www.beyonce.com. Okay? And so I'm just trying to figure out what the plan is. I hope there's a plan because I really, really, really enjoyed this new Chloe album. Like, it's been on repeat. I really enjoy it. But I just don't see the point of signing to Beyonce if you're not, like, when Chloe performs at award shows. Why is Beyonce not coming out to introduce her? Because then that gives clickbait. Then it says Beyonce introduces Chloe, and then people are interested in it. Or you go to the damn Parkwood Instagram, they posted about Chloe album the day it came out, and that's it. Like, is Chloe even on Parkwood? I don't know. It's just weird to me to be signed to an artist like Beyonce, and Beyonce had this country album that came out. Chloe could sing country. Chloe is a musician. We've seen it time and time again. So Chloe could sing country. Beyonce went on a Renaissance World Tour. Why Chloe didn't open up? I'm wondering what the point of signing to Beyonce was for Chloe, because I just don't feel like they are using Beyonce as the resource that they should be using her as. And I just want to know, like, what's happening here? Your album debuted under 200. Baby, that means your album was bubbling under. I don't like, and who paying for all of this? I hope she ain't over there wasting Beyonce money, And it's just, again, why I say that, and this is going to lead into the next thing, why I say that it's important to be able to use Beyonce as a resource is because a lot of these new R&B girls don't have that resource. And I'm going to go on to the next because it kind of ties in. We got Victoria Monet, I keep calling that girl Normani, Tim, and Tinashe, right? R&B chicks, right? Tinashe sold 8,000 her first week. Normani sold 12,000 her first week. Victoria Monet did 15, and Tim did 16. why are these people releasing albums? If you're gonna sell 12,000 albums, you should go get a job. And I say that to say, I feel like a lot of these girls are lazy. And that's why I actually like Chloe, because Chloe works her ass off. You can see Chloe work. You know what I'm saying? She has these like Instagram viral videos for every record on her album. But then you have people like Normani who dropped the album and I have not heard from her and I have not seen her. And the crazy thing to me is Normani's album came out in June. June is Gay Pride Month. Normani has a huge gay fan base. Why she won't at the gay club performing? You know, like why these artists gotta get in the field. Stop thinking that Instagram and Twitter is the only way to promote your project. It's not. You have to go outside and touch some grass. When the last time y'all seen Normani? The only one that is working is Victoria Monet. So that's why I'm not hard on her. She's been working her ass off for years. I remember seeing her open up for Ariana Grande years ago, and she was just as great then as she is now. Tim's. Nobody ever sees Tim's. She could be walking down the street and I wouldn't know a thing. Tinashe, she had that the Nasty Girl viral video, but once again, you cannot depend on just viral videos and TikTok challenges. That does not translate into album sales, into late night talk shows, into Grammys. It does not, just because you went viral on TikTok. These girls got to get in the field. Go to the club. It's fine. Go to the club. Because guess what? When you go to the club, the DJ gonna play your record. And then that's how you build those relationships with the people that are really going to be able to push your record and your album and are gonna play album cuts. Ain't nobody paying no album cuts from Normani or Tinashe. We just found out what Tim was saying in the damn song. Tim says that the song doesn't say I will wait for you. It says I won't wait for you. Ain't nobody know. Because she's nowhere to correct people. These R&B girls got to stop being lazy. Y'all got to get in the field. Y'all got to get in the clubs. Y'all got to go to schools and do, meet and greets at the schools. You have to go to church and sing. Go somewhere. Because you got to get off the internet. The internet is not the end all nor the be all. You have to get off these people's internet and get in the field and work. That is why you're selling 8,000 your first week and 15,000 and 12. And I do want to make it very clear that Victoria Monet is working towards that. But she still needs to be a little bit more hands-on, a little bit more visible. I just don't know why these girls don't take advantage of gay pride and gay clubs. I'm tired of seeing all these old people perform at Pride. Fresh, young talent. I don't get that. And also, all these people are on tour. Why don't y'all just be calling people up, yo, let me be a special guest at your show. Let me pop out and do my single. Let's surprise the people. Let me do 5 of your shows. Stuff like they used to do back in the day. Just like when Usher in Puerto Rico had Beyonce pop out and be a surprise guest. And that has been a moment to this day. People still talk about that moment to this day. Let's make these moments again. So hopefully Usher's on tour right now. Hopefully Victoria Monet will pop out and, she can do a little dance number with Usher and then do On My Mama. I would say Normani could do the same thing, but I don't know what song that would be. Tinashe could come out at a tour and do Nasty Girl. I don't really know if Tim's, that's her kind of thing. I don't know much about her. I don't fly on those kind of planes. But I want these girls to get back in the field, and then maybe you could stop selling 8,000 records your first week and stop not making the top 200, So, Sexy Red. Sexy Red is on an arena tour. I had no idea. I had no idea that they were booking Sexy Red to do arenas. And when I found out, I was like, oh, you know what? Good for her. Let me give me a little piece of water. I'm like, good for her. Sexy Red, right? But I just still was confused. I did not know that Sexy Red was that type of girl. So I'm going to show y'all a picture from her concert in Atlanta where she did, not Phillips Arena, what's it called now? State Farm Arena. I'm going to show you this picture. This picture say, Atlanta don't love Sexy Red, in my Snoop Dogg voice. Person who took this said it was like this all last night. Baby, did you see all of that room? Look at all that room. Sexy Red. This is the thing. There's no problem doing an amphitheater. There's nothing wrong doing a Buckhead Theater. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing the Tabernacle. There's nothing wrong with doing Fox Theater. Everybody got to stop jumping out the window. There's no way Sexy Red should be performing at arenas. And this picture is why. Ain't nobody there. It ain't even people in the 100 section. The floor is the floor, baby. They don't even got to sweep up. Look at this picture. That is crazy. Again, everybody, it's okay to take your time and to build. Because what's going to happen is now she done shot herself in the foot. And when it's time for her to go on arena tour, everybody going to say, wait a minute, baby. Because look at this. It's 3 people there. It is 3 people there. It's okay for your first tour to be at smaller venues. It makes sense to do smaller venues. You can make more mistakes at smaller venues. Now you over here at State Farm Arena where all of this space. It's the craziest thing to me. But hey, somebody said put Sexy Red on the road, so Sexy Red is on the road. They just forgot to bring the fans on the road too. But you know, here's that. Day 26. So a few days ago was August 26th, where Day 26 got their name from, and they released a new project, all of them. So they all reunited to release a new album on August 26th, you know, the day that they were crowned the group. And there was talk about Day 26 vocally being top 5 in the business, Day 26, right? And a lot of people was Cardi Took Your Man upset, like, what you mean top 5? What about Jodeci? What about Drew Hill? What about New Edition? And I think people got it misconstrued that Day 26 was saying that sales-wise, they were top 5. They were saying vocally they were top 5. And I gotta be honest, I agree with them. Because each and every one of these people in Day 26 can sing their ass off. There was no second lead vocalist in that group. When Puff put that group together, he put them together sonically. Obviously, he didn't put them together aesthetically because they don't really look like a group. But they sing their asses off, all of them. And so I kind of agree. They're vocally together as a group. I could see them being top 5 because a lot of these other groups, everybody can't sing. They can hold a tune, think they're fun. I like the beat, but they don't really sing like Day 26. Day 26 can sing their asses off. All of them. All 3 of y'all. It's 5, but all, just shout out to Birdman. But I agree. I don't know. Maybe in the comments, let me know if you agree that vocally Day 26 is top 5, because I believe vocally they are. It's not a lot of groups that can go in and sing like them and harmonize like them. And just, I think that I agree with that statement that Day 26 might be top 5. So, yeah. So, Alicia Keys, y'all know I love me some Alicia Keys. Y'all cannot say anything bad about Alicia Keys. But Alicia Keys did a video. I'm gonna show y'all the video real quick. It was on TikTok. I'm gonna show y'all the video.
What the fuck do DJs actually do? Like, I don't think they're remixing the song on the spot. I'm pretty sure they've programmed it ahead of time. So what are they actually doing? Are they just turning up the volume, turning down the volume, or are they pressing and then just dancing and what the fuck do DJs actually do?
This is why old people need to get off the internet, because the internet lacks deductive reasoning. And I say that because, of course, 16 top Grammy Award winning Alicia Keys knows what a DJ does. But because of the lack of deductive reasoning, people made it seem like she meant she doesn't know what any DJ does. And what she was saying was, I don't know what any DJ does today. Because if you do go to a club, DJs are not mixing records on the spot no more. DJs are not sliding records in and out. They just be pressing play. And so that's what Alicia Keys was saying. It's like, what do DJs do anymore? They don't do nothing. If you go to a club and you see a crowd not vibing to a song, these DJs these days don't know how to mix in a record and to change the record. They got to play the whole record through because they done stole somebody else's, the real DJ's mix from SoundCloud. So everybody was on Alicia Keys' neck. They was like, oh, well, what do? You can't sing, yada, yada. Get back up off Alicia Keys and let's stop acting like Alicia Keys ain't Alicia Keys, okay? 16 Grammys. You're not going to convince me that Alicia Keys does not know what DJing is. Her husband DJs. What she was saying was, what do these new school DJs do? But that's why I say old people got to stay off the internet because they don't know how to emote that all the way together. They're used to dealing with smart people. And we know the internet is filled with everybody's not so smart, you know? And so people was running rampant, letting her have it. But no, that is a very valid question. What do DJs do these days? Now, I'm friends with a bunch of DJs that actually mix, I know they're at home and they're practicing. You know what I'm saying? That's a real DJ. But you going to the club and putting on a pre-mix and all you do is turn the music up and down when somebody get on the mic. Yeah, we playing that new Victoria Monet. And then the DJ just turns up, on my mama, on my hood. Turns it down. You know, we got that new Victoria Monet. That's not DJing, baby. You're pressing play. So that is what Alicia Keys meant when she said, what does a DJ do? Because she's used to old school DJs and old school mixing. And these people just don't do that no more. So back up off of Alicia Keys. If you're a real DJ and you really mix and you really know how to move a crowd, you really know how to pivot if the crowd ain't feeling what you playing, you're a real DJ. But if all you're doing is press and play, you're not a real DJ. You are a press player. Okay? So Alicia Keys had people in a frenzy. She always got people in a frenzy. But hey, it's Alicia Keys. So it is what it is, even when it ain't. But I think I ran through that really fast. You know, I try to keep this show as short as possible while covering as much as possible because I know people don't want to sit there and listen to people talk all damn day. I know that I don't. So yeah, we are back with the LeTroy Show. That is the name for now. Who knows? It could change again by the next time I do it, but it's mine, so I'm able to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed me running my mouth and going through all of these things. I know some of it was kind of old from a week or two ago, but again, I wasn't able to jump in front of the camera. But I'm back again. There you are, Effie. But now, thank y'all for coming. Thank me for speaking, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.